Hello and welcome to the Soul Series podcast. My name is Kayla and I'm going to be bringing you episodes that will hopefully help empower, shift your mindset, any struggles that you might be going through. If I can give you a little bit of encouragement on the way, I just want to be able to reach as many people as I can, and podcasting was just a way that I found might be the most helpful. So a little bit of information about myself. I am 33 years old. I'm about to turn 34 on Friday, so with today being Monday. I am married. My husband is Zach. He is 5 years younger than me, so I can give you a little bit of a story about how we met in another episode. But we have two girls together. They are Sophia and Adriana. One just turned 7, one is about to turn 6. They are absolutely amazing. Maybe could even get them on the podcast for an episode here or there. We have been married for 8 years this year, together for 10. And Zach is currently doing bathroom renovations for work, which we are both changing careers at the moment. We are currently putting together an NDIS recreational hub, which is where I'm actually filming this podcast. So our hub is in Edinburgh in South Australia, and we have 650 square meters of room that we have turned into a facility where NDIS participants will be able to come and express themselves, learn, grow, build a community together, and any skill building that we can help with, that's what we want to achieve here. So a little bit more story about myself. I have not been in an actual job besides being a mother since having my girls. So with the oldest being 7, that's 7 years out of an actual workplace. My job before that was in admin. I was doing admin at a car dealership. Not a job I wanted to go back to, not a career that I wanted to pursue. Since having the girls and now they're both being in school, I've thought, what about me? Who am I? What do I like? I have no idea anymore. Just being a mum was all I knew, which I absolutely loved, and I'm very grateful to have had the chance to stay home with the girls. That opportunity is just absolutely amazing for me. But now it's my turn. So something I've always wanted to do, and what I've always been saying these past few years, I guess, is I just want to help people. Everyone's going through some sort of struggle. Everyone has issues, and I just want to be able to help in some way, but I have not known how. So today being the 15th of May, so it was the 16th of May last year, so 16th of May 2022, I got a diagnosis of breast cancer just before my 33rd birthday. It completely I turned our whole life upside down. You get that first diagnosis and you don't know how bad it is. You don't know anything really. You just know that you have cancer and you just think you're going to die, basically. Since then though, when I look back at a year ago now, the growth and the mindset that I have for myself is just, I'm so proud of myself. The path I took with the cancer was surgery and then declining chemo and going for natural remedies to, I guess, keep the cancer away, as there was no other cancer found anywhere else in my body. I can touch up on this a bit more in another episode, but definitely having cancer changed everything in our lives, our perspective, our morals, just our way of living. Definitely nutrition wise for me, it changed everything. I have lost 8 kilos since that day with all my lifestyle changes, nutrition, meditation, caring less about the dumb shit that we get caught up in. And basically how I feel now is any problem that we have in our marriage, our family, whatever we're going through, it doesn't really bother me unless it's health. Because, money wise, if you're having money problems, you can fix it. It's hard. Relationship problems, you can fix it. Anything you have, you can fix physically, mentally. But if you don't have your health, you cannot fix it. Or you can, but sometimes you can't fix it, or you can't enjoy those things. You can't enjoy the money, the cars, or whatever you've got. You can't enjoy it if you don't have your health. Anyway, another reason for this NDIS warehouse is another way for me to help people as well. So I'm going to be studying for my Cert 3 in disability support work starting July. I'm also having surgery in June, so that's going to be a bit of a challenge. I'm having so my first surgeries with my cancer journey was mastectomy and lymph node clearance on one side. The surgery I'm having in June is going to be a mastectomy on my other breast and then tissue expanders put in under the skin. Because there's no tissue there at all, the skin needs to be stretched to form a pocket for breast implants, which I'll be getting in another surgery later in the year. So amongst all that, I will be studying in Cert 3 of disability support work. I'm also doing a mindset coaching course. One thing on this whole cancer journey that got me through is my mindset, and it just helped me push through the hard days, the hard times, the times where my mind would spiral, and it still does. It spirals thinking about the future, and I try not to go too far in the future because it can get to you. Will I be here? What will happen? How will my girls be growing up if I'm not around? But the way to shift that is to plan for the future, visualize being here, visualize what it will look like and growing old. And anyway, that's another episode for another time. I would also like to know if you have any suggestions of episode topics or questions. I can do a Q&A episode. Anything that you might be struggling with, because ideally this podcast is not really going to be possible without you guys. So if you have anything that you want me to talk about or help you through, by all means, chuck me a DM and we can go through that. I would also like to get some special guests on here eventually. So if you have any suggestions or anyone around my circle that you know of that you think would be a great podcast guest, I would be open for that. Well, I'm going to wrap this one up. So just a short intro about what I want to achieve and who I am. And I also probably will chuck some parenting things in there as well, because I know there's a lot of parents out there and there's a lot of struggles that come with parenting. Anyway, enough about that. Thank you so much for listening, and I'm going to be aiming for 1 episode a week. I haven't set a day yet, but I will do that, and I will see you next time. Thank you.